What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk Real Estate. I have a very special guest today, all the way from Bronx. Everybody call him the ambassador of the Bronx, but I would love to introduce you to Imam Hasan. How are you doing, brother?
Thank you. Thank you, Chiranjit Bhai. Thank you for everything and thank you for inviting me in this podcast, basically. I'm doing great, and thank you for all this recognition. I'm not really ambassador, but, I try to help people. That's why am I. So, yeah.
No, of course you are the ambassador of the Bronx because people from Queens are going to the Bronx and they're looking for you, bro. They're looking that I want to hire Imam Hasan Bhai and I want to see what he has to offer me, right?
Yeah, I try my best. I try my best.
Yes, sure, man. I'm so happy for you. You've been in the market for more than 5 years. Such a young, look like a Hollywood actor and stuff, and in the real estate, man. I'm so proud of you, so grateful, man. You are. I invited you for the first time, and you accepted it. It feels so good to have someone support this small arrangement. Let's just get right into it. Tell me, why should people consider Bronx to buy their house?
That's a good question. There's few things. If you compare with other boroughs, Bronx is still much affordable compared with Queens, Brooklyn. I'd say Manhattan, Staten Island, Manhattan price is very expensive. This is one of the reason Bronx has a lot of highways, so getting one part to the Bronx to other parts is much easier. And we have a lot of parks, restaurant. Bronx is a community, and also we have people people like to be with their families, and those are the primary reason that people move to the Bronx.
And it's close to Manhattan too, and a lot of people works in Manhattan.
Some of the parts in the Bronx closer to Manhattan.
Yeah.
We have some beautiful areas. We have Orchard Beach and Botanical Garden. People love those, so they want to be there, and some of the colleges are there too.
So in today's market, what kind of buyer actually winning?
So this is a general rule. I tell all the buyers, everyone, I say, if you want to win in real estate market, there's the only one way you can win: when you buy it and hold it. This is the way, buying and holding, right? So, and when you try to buy it, right, when you're ready to buy, I would say, if you're 100% ready and you really want to buy and you can afford the house, this is the number one thing, then I think you go ahead, you should buy it. And these are the people actually winning.
Yeah.
People who doesn't have a house and they wanted to buy, looking for, hey, I wanna see the rates. Oh, what's the rates? Oh, what's the house prices gonna go down? Hey, market gonna crash. Hey, what's going to the America? People who are thinking like that, not taking any action and sitting at the same position where they are right now, I think they are not winning, I would say.
Meaning, if you are taking action, you are winning. If you are waiting, you are losing.
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now let's get technical for a little bit, okay? When you structure a contract, right, what you think, what makes you make it favorable for your buyer?
Few things. So attorneys basically typically deal with the contract. When we structured the offer, the way I see it, definitely the price, right? You gotta, price is the first thing, and the way you put the down payment, earnest money, we call it, like whenever you sign contract, how much you putting the down payment, putting on the contract deposit.
Earnest money.
Earnest money, how soon you can close, right? Are you doing inspection, or what type of inspection are you doing, just for the major purposes or informational? And then what clauses you have. You have mortgage contingency, appraisal contingency, title. Now, in different scenarios, in every house has different criteria. So we just gotta put the right offer for that house. So based on every house, we put the, we talk,
Structure the contract, right?
Structured the offer.
Of course, there will be buyers who consider multifamily or single family, right? When does it make sense to buy a multifamily rather than a single family?
I tell people, hey, don't just listen to anybody and buy a house. Say, my uncle said buy a single family, don't buy it. My uncle said buy a multifamily because it's profitable, right? This is the only way you're gonna buy something and you're gonna lose money if you listen to somebody instead of your own opinion, right? You gotta feel yourself what do you really want. You got to discuss with an agent. Hey, what do you really want? If you want more privacy, you want more space, right? You don't like tenants, you don't want no headaches, and you make money, you can afford the single family, right? Then maybe it's a better option for you to buy a single family. If you're thinking like, no, I want to get something, hey, that produce me money, you are more concerned about financial wise, how much I'm making rather than how, like,
I'm
rather
living.
than the living, how am I living, right? Then you jump into the multifamily. So it works different with everybody, but I would say depend on your income and where you want to live, what's your life call. Like, you just got to decide it for yourself once you discuss with an agent.
Let's talk about something that people don't want to mention often, okay? Tell me a hidden cost that might surprise a first-time home buyer.
I wouldn't say anything hidden as long as your agent, mortgage banker properly tell you what would be the closing cost. We see in New York City 5 to 6% running to, you gotta pay appraisal, inspection, all that. Inspection fee you gotta pay before you even sign the contract. Typically around 500 to 700. As I would say, as long as you get disclosed of everything, there is nothing hidden. So if somebody didn't properly explain you, hey, after the down payment you have a closing cost of 5 to 6%. Now you're like, oh,
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. That's something hidden. So that's where I would say.
Yeah, that means it comes to people like us, realtor and loan officer and lawyer, to disclose every expenses, and not only disclose but also make sure they understand what's their expenses coming forward.
Correct.
Yes, right. Is 20% down payment? Do you think it's a smart move, or you think they should save something to have some renovation done in the house?
This is depends on the person who's buying it. Yes, if you have 20%, you avoid the PMI. That's one good thing. But if the house you're buying, right, doesn't need any work, you probably can do it. And if you have good enough income to save up, you can able to obtain it. Now the house need work, and you want to put 20% down payment, and then later on, you're living in a house that you don't like. It's not unsuitable. Mentally, it's not going to probably work with you.
But usually 20% down payments is no PMI.
No PMI.
So that could be a
correct.
no-brainer. However, there might be some circumstances
Yeah.
that you want to have some cash.
Have some cash. Again, depend on if you're a single person, you're working. You never know what can happen with your job,
Yes, of
right?
course.
So have some secret 3 to 6 month worth of money. It's better. And with the house, things gonna go, south.
Yes.
With the house. So you just gotta have some money in budget. So if something goes wrong, you can able to fix it.
You work mostly as a buyer agent, if I'm not mistaken.
Buyer, seller, I would say right now my business is like around 50-50 buyer, 50-50 seller. Yeah.
Tell me, when should a buyer totally walk out of deal?
It's a good question, right? If seller promised you that, hey, they're gonna deliver the house vacant, now the tenant is not going, they're all that tenant things, right? Unless you can work it out with something, with a credit or escrow, and this is the time I would say to consider because of the tenant situation. Unless you can work out with something else, they are giving credit, if there is a better solution for yourself.
Thank you very much for your honest answer, Imam Bhai. But now these segments, which we built for industry and business personnel that are in the community, okay? The amount of success that you made 5 years within these 5 years periods are very exponential. So did you focus more on buyer, or you focus more on listing at the beginning?
At the beginning, I would say I did focus first when I started. So I was focused on everything, and then what happened? It wasn't working, and what I was like, I gotta find a way. And I see my community there. There's a lot of buyers in there, and they were in the buying era at that time. So I was like, okay, let's focus on the buyer. So I did focus on the buyer. At the beginning to get started helping people to buy houses. And then I think my 30 to 20% of the business coming from the listing too. So I focused on everything on the listing end to helping everybody who wants to sell. That's how I got started
So of course you build some trust to your clients, right? What do you think? How did you build that trust?
So when I came in the business, what I was missing. The I would say the integrity, the honesty. People are not honest with the consumer. That's where I came on, took the business, and I'm like, okay, this market is empty because nobody was honest. People were ripping off right and left. So I came here. I helped them to buy houses, sell houses. I was honest, and that the people who I worked with, they saw it and they started referring me people. This is how everything started, and they felt confident working with me. So that really helped me. So they were able to refer me somebody with confidence. Hey, go to Imam. He will able to help you. So they helped me a lot too.
How many deals did you did in the first years, and how many deals did you did in 2025?
I did one purchase. I sold one property, got in one listing. Roughly, I did two transaction, and I did a back then. I used to do a lot of rentals, so I did probably 4 or 5 rentals.
That's not a shaky start though. That's a pretty great beginning if you consider. What about 2025?
2025, roughly, I did around transaction wise, probably looking around 40. And then my team, if I do my refer team, those probably looking around 20 to 25 roughly.
So 40 plus 25 with your team, right?
Yeah.
That's 65 within a year. Wow. That is phenomenal, brother. When you become somewhat, people started trusting you, where your leads were generating from?
When I started first social media, that helped me a lot. Getting the calls, people like branding, and then first few years I was a social media. People were referring like from social media. They were not even buying, but they were referring me to other people. That helped, and that time there was not many people. Like people used to do real estate, but not they were not in social media. So that really helped me getting the leads and then the working. And after I would say 2 years, then most of them that the business started switching and the referral started kicking in. So
Of course, not all the reference turns out to be a client, right?
100%.
But what's your follow-up strategy?
You gotta call, you gotta text, depend on every person. You gotta depend on every lead. It's totally different way.
Person to person, right?
Person to
Yeah.
person, lead to lead is totally different.
Not all clients are beautiful and butterflies, okay?
Yeah.
There is definitely some difficult clients, right? How you deal with difficult clients?
So I try to be calm, be nice to them, cause again, end of the day, they're buying or they're selling a home. There is a gap that they're not understanding the way I'm thinking, the way they're thinking is not matching, or the way other people thinking. So yeah, it's okay for them to get frustrated, get angry, but as a professional, I think we should be calm, we should listen to them, and then whatever is the best for them, in a way, do it. Just because again, they came us to get the things done right. That's why we are here, to get the transaction and also making them, satisfied.
What is one skill that you executed from the beginning and you still doing it and getting the result?
Social media, that I started. When I started, I used it. Now it just got better with every year. It just got better now.
Okay. Would you recommend this skill for any new agent who is up and coming to master it out?
Yeah, 100%. Social media helps. It's gonna help you in first few years, right? But just don't depend on it the whole time. Social media is not everything, but it does help you basically.
You said don't depend on it. Why you said that?
Don't depend on it because there's a lot of lead source. If social media is working right, it's good. But again, you gotta have few other lead source to actually serve the business, because only social media you're not gonna survive.
Brother Imam, if someone wants to do the similar success that you have done, what kind of success track that you have followed would you recommend them?
Improving yourself, what you can do better, and learn knowledge. Knowledge is the power. Hey, you know from here, so you learn something, right? And now how you can apply it in your daily schedule, how you can make it better. You look at your business, what you can do from now. You learn something, okay, how you can implement it in your business and daily habits. That's what gonna make you successful, and consistency. That's the one of the word I would say.
What is one thing that a new agent should stop doing immediately?
Don't chase the buyer sellers. First get the knowledge, right, to able to take time off, right, prepare yourself. How, what's the point, like how to do a buyer presentation, how to do a seller presentation, how to do comparables, right, how the sales are going. Learn the market, learn the people, right, take time off and then learn it, and then go on the market to apply. Just if you go without learning this stuff, you get the license, right? Real estate license is very easy to get. You got the license, you're like, hey, I'm buying, selling real estate. Guess what? You're gonna go to the market and you're gonna have people, right? But you cannot give your value to the people. That time what happened? You're not gonna have a good reputation. So you're not gonna be catching the business too. Also, you're gonna be losing business because you're gonna have a bad reputation.
Imam White, thank you very much for answering all these good questions. But now things gonna get shaky. Okay.
Okay.
Segment 3, where I ask hard questions that are.
Let me prepare.
Please be prepared because this is very well tailored for my audience that will get nothing similar in anywhere else. And let me just shoot you with what separated you from the other agent.
Without the knowledge, first thing, knowledge. The market, the most of the agent in the market are missing knowledge, right? There's a lot of agent. Every household has an agent, but they don't have the right knowledge, expertise. Knowledge bring the expertise. Second, honesty, right? People who's doing a few transaction, most of the time I'm seeing that they wanna make money from one of the transaction, not doing the right thing. Making, want to do less work, want to make big bucks. That's what I was
Very
saying.
typical.
Correct. So ripping people off. So, and that's what actually separate me. I came here being honest and trying to help people, working hard. That's what I think helped me to, I guess so.
Viewers, this is one of the questions that was asked in the Facebook page. So if you want to ask a realtor question, bring it to me. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and I will definitely ask it to my next guest. Now, next question is, did you ever doubted your decision when you started?
Oh, 100% every day.
100%. Every day?
Every day.
Every day.
Every day. I'm like, hey, am I doing the right thing? I think the first year was challenging, right? First and second year, that was challenging. When I first year, that was tough. Second year, when I did good, I'm like, can I repeat the same thing next year, right? So every year, this year too, can I do the same thing next year? Can I do better? So yeah, every time you doubt, so the doubt, that negative talk in the back, anything you do, it's gonna come, right? You gotta just refresh it with positive thoughts.
Do you think your success is sustainable?
I don't know. I just don't know about
You're
this.
just living the day, bro. I love it.
Yeah,
I love
mean,
it.
I can't predict tomorrow what can happen tomorrow. You gotta go one day at a time. What I can do best for today, tomorrow you never know. You don't have the way I think is in the world. You never know when you're gonna die. So I don't know.
I love it, man. You're living by the day, right?
Yeah, you
That's
gotta
the
try to
motto.
live.
What is something that you regret in your journey?
Again, getting the proper knowledge, right? You gotta have somebody proper, like professional coach, teaching you the stuff. That way I'll get coaching at the beginning to learn better, more in the right way. So when you're doing the business, because every year you improve, right? If your foundation is solid, you can go more far and improving the stuff. That's what I would say. I wouldn't regret, but I would say it would help me to get more things done.
Every success has a sacrifice.
Correct.
What sacrifice that you have made?
Okay, my time.
Time.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
family, it's not that much. My friends, I'm sorry. I gotta say, I don't have that much time.
There is a rumor or there is a word out there that as a realtor you can make up your own time. That means that's a bad way to put it.
You have your own time depend on how you do the business. I feel for myself, it's very hard for me to make my own time being a real estate agent. If you do transaction, it's very hard. Like sometimes I have to, if I don't even do work after 5 6, right, I have to think on that process. Say this guy want this is something not, they are not happy because that we gotta do that, otherwise this is not gonna work. So all that, I have to go to sleep with all that things on my mind. So
In the end, even though it says that realtor makes their own time, but at the time meaning you are sacrificing your nights, your weekends, and your personal time, right?
100%.
Well, we are almost at the end of this segments and at the end of this podcast, right? Is there anything that you want to say to your buyers, your sellers, or anybody who is looking forward to getting in the business?
So for the buyers out there, again, I think there's a lot to learn in this podcast, and the way he's doing all these podcasts, there is a very good professional coming in this. I've seen it too. Just what was the podcast? What
Thank
all are
you.
the people doing as a loan officer? What he's saying, what's better for them? Speak with them. Talk with the professionals. That's the first thing I would do. Second, with the sellers, the same thing. Work with a professional who can able to help you get in the journey. And then for a real estate agent, don't lose the hope. Whoever came new, there's a lot of realtor, right? But being in the industry, I say there's a still chance to break it if you know what you're doing, knowledgeable, and you put your mind into it. And you have to be very disciplined in this business. This business is not gonna feed you if you're not disciplined. If you're disciplined, hardworking, and do the right thing, and that's when this business gonna come. Basically, this business gonna treat you good. So let me ask you something actually. So
Sure.
you took my interview,
You were right.
that was
You want to change the seat, or no? We can just sit on the
I
same
know you
seat.
can sit in the same seat. So being when you would like you was a consumer, you seen us before. I think before coming to the
Yes,
industry.
yes.
Why did you come to the industry? Like what's like what in the mind that came up that hey I wanna join in this industry?
Well, when I was in defense, I was pretty much determined that I will go to law and enforcement sector. That's it. There is an easy way in there. But when I talked to my friend, and I have seen that if they have already built out a process to be success, and they were very very encouraging, and they said that if you just follow the path, you will be success. And the path is very simple: do business with dedication, be disciplined, and have a plan, and just serve your client. Which I was basically doing in the military, right? In the being in the army, you already grow up, you already build a character of discipline, being able to serve someone, and being able to determine to execute a plan, execute a mission. And I felt myself that yes, I can do it, and that's how I am here. I end up here.
How you used to see the industry before you came to the business, now how you do see the industry now.
Before, I used to think that everybody in real estate market, everybody were making money. Everybody were like every realtor and loan officer are driving Mercedes, BMW. And this is why I ask a lot of my guests that are you feeling pressure of this success? Do you think you have to maintain a personality, or this is how you are? So not everybody is success in this industry, right? And this is why I specifically wanted a segment in my podcast to my brothers and sisters who is giving their best to fake it until they make it, And that's why my misunderstanding of that everybody in the real estate industry is successful has been broken. Yeah, that's how I seen it before and after the market. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you very much, Imam Bhai, for coming in this show, and I hope we will see you soon together. Okay.
Thank you, Change By, for hosting this fun and very beautiful podcast, and people are gonna learn a lot from this podcast.
Thank you very much. All right, like and subscribe.
Okay.